This is the IR spectrophotometer, and the brand is Thermoscientific Nicolay IS10 IR spectrophotometer. There is what is called a ATR, so that's attenuated total reflectance accessory, where we can put the sample either as a liquid or as a solid. The sample can either be a liquid or a solid. So I have all the instructions actually at the back or by the wall. So you can also follow this just in case you want to use the instrument. So the first step is to open up the software associated with the instrument, and that's called Omnic. So I will double click on it, and then this will show up. So just click OK, and then full view. So the first step is to be acquainted with all the icons on top, and the first thing that you have to click is collect background. So collect background, just one click, and then just do OK. And then look at the bottom in here. It's gonna scan and gonna fill up the spaces black, and then until 8 scans, and then it's basically collecting the background air. And this is going to be just add to window 1 no, X no, and this spectrum is in fact the air. So the computer subtracts this, so when you eventually run the sample, it's just going to be the sample without the background that will interfere with your data. So just do X on no, and then it's going to clean it up, it's going to clear it up. Now you're ready to put the sample. So going back to the sample holder, the ATR accessory, so you are going to unscrew it counterclockwise this way, and then you are going to put this pressure tower either left or right away from you, and then you are going to put the sample in this sample holder. There's a hole, and you can also see the IR light. So I'm going to illustrate liquid, which is 2-butanone. It's a ketone, and you are going to use this plastic disposable pipette, and then go close to the hole, and then just a drop of the liquid. And then you are going to screw down the ATR pressure tower, and then it's gonna, so click, and then you are now ready to scan. So again, in the Omnic software, click on the collect sample, the third icon, and then just do OK, and then another OK, and then again you're scanning 8 scans. This will fill up black, and then you now have the data. So just do add to window 1 yes in here, click yes, and now you have the IR. So you are going to click on find peaks, another icon. So if I hover the mouse on the find peaks, it will tell you what it's going to do. So find peaks, click on it, and then click the mouse where you want it labeled. So I want the peaks up here labeled, so I'm just gonna click on it. So it gives me like a threshold so that I can label the peaks where I want, and then replace, click on replace, and then you can also manually label the absorption bands by clicking this T at the bottom, and then put the mouse in here and drag it so it doesn't overlap with the other absorption bands. And then you can also do full scale, and then you can see all the other peaks, all the other absorption bands. And basically that's your IR spectrum. And then now you can file print or just print over here, and then it's going to give you a hard copy. The other way to do it is to file, save it as JPEG. You can also do that, save as JPEG. So this is the hard copy. So what this means is this would be the CH absorption band, CH stretch, and then this would be the C double bond O stretch, and then this would be the CH3 bending. So it's a simple molecule. The C double bond O is very intense, and then you have the CH absorption bands or CH stretch, C double bond O stretch, and then CH3 bending. So that's our IR spectrum. To clear the screen, just click on clear, and then now it's clean. Now it's ready for the next sample. So we are now doing a sample which is a solid. I am now illustrating how to run a solid sample. So this is benzoin, it's a solid. So you're gonna use a little spatula and then just scoop a tiny amount of the sample. And put it into that hole. And then press the ATR pressure tower. And then we are now going to click on the collect sample icon. So if I hover the mouse, it tells you collect sample. Click on it, and then OK, another OK. And then again, we're watching the scans to fill up to 8. Okay, so this is now our IR, and then add to window 1, and then we are now going to again find peaks, and then label the peaks, and then this is now going to be our IR. So that's how we can also label that one. So label it manually. So those are the CH absorption bands. So this would be the OH, CH, OH, this would be the OH stretch, CH stretch, and then you have some overtones in here. So it's a lot of absorption bands because it's a monosubstituted benzene, and then you have the C double bond O stretch, and you have C double bond C stretch, and you have some CH3 bending over here. So OH stretch, CH stretch, overtones for monosubstituted benzene, and then C double bond O stretch, and then C double bond C stretch, and then CH3 bending or CH bending. And then again we are going to print, and then to get a hard copy. Or the other way is to save this as a JPEG. Okay, that's gonna be our IR. Okay. So then when you're done running the solid sample, you are going to do the same thing, raise it up, the ATR pressure tower, and then clean up the solid in here. So again, use the isopropanol, and then wipe it out, the solid, and then the bottom of that pressure tower because it came into contact with the sample, and then again do same to make sure it's clean, and then you're gonna aerate it for 5 minutes. So we typically leave it like this with this little foam in here, and then we leave it like that. Okay, and then again you're gonna turn off the computer if you are the last person.